Brandon Craig and Tommy Chrysan with you from Rapides Parish Coliseum. Denham Springs will be the visiting team in this 5A semifinal game. Caesar with a three-pointer, good at the buzzer, 15 points. The Lady Jackets trail going into the fourth quarter. What an athletic play by Coleman for John Aaron. It's back to a 14-point lead with 4:44 to go in the game. Denham has the ball. They trail by 7 with 3:45 to go in this state semifinal 5A basketball game from Alexandria. Zone defense for John Aaron. Here's McKiffen, three-pointer left side. Good by Beckham McKiffen. The Jackets are within 4 points. Hibbert will drive, 12-foot jumper to baseline. Good! Jackets are within 1 point. Gordon, pass stolen by McKiffen. Passes to Schutz. Schutz back to Hibbert, 1:24 to go. Jackets trail 56-55. What a comeback. Can give the Jackets the lead after being down by 15 points. Hibbert's next free throws. Good! Jackets lead! Jackets lead! Here comes the shot by Schutz. It is up. It's no good. Rebound, John Harris, 4 seconds. They need a three-pointer. Gordon will dribble and shoot from half court. It's no good. Denham Springs wins 62-59. The Lady Jackets will play for a state championship on Friday night.
Next year will be different. We are going all the way next year. We are making it a state. I just remember when she came and she was playing and we were at practice and I was thinking, oh, she's good.
She's good. And I took us. I was trying to get y'all beat.
Well, that's news.
So one thing I really remember that was really cool was when we won the Livingston Parish tournament.
Oh, it says Jacket Shake Karen Crow fourth quarter.
And I can remember we were on that side of the court just, I mean, it was just amazing just to feel the energy, just knowing that we were going to state. It's almost like this out of control feeling, like, what are we doing? And I remember that feeling now.
Then we're back to back. It was two back then. You made yours, and then Katrina stole the ball, threw it to her, and then we were down by like 2 points with like 2 minutes to go.
So now we're at 36-0, and we're headed to Southwood.
And then you were fouled with 31 seconds.
So we were in Shreveport and we lost in the quarterfinals.
That was a long ride home.
Yes, and I remember crying on the court, and I remember telling you,
Distinctly remember it.
this will not happen next year. We will not, like, it's something to that effect. Like, next year will be different. We are going all the way next year. We are making it safe.
Well, I can remember that we were starting a new year, the 1995-96 season, with a new coach. We did not know what to expect. We had all been under the direction of someone else, and so it was definitely new for us. And I can remember the first day being in the gym and going up to Coach Lowe and being like, "Hi, my name is Marla," and she goes, "I'm about to meet everybody in a second in the gym." And I just looked at her and I went, "Okay."
That was awesome.
You want to know what my first memory?
I was about to say,
Yes,
what
we
did
need
you
your
think when you
first
watched
memory.
The film of us.
She's probably goes.
I
I went in and I said, "Where are the uniforms?" "Oh, they keep their uniforms." "Okay. Where are the basketballs?" "We all have our own basketball." I said, "Oh no." I said, "You bring me your uniforms and your basketball so I can see what kind of equipment we have." I thought, I've never in my life seen anything that people kept their, for the summer. How'd you keep, I don't know how y'all kept up with them. But anyway, that was my first impression. Was I was thinking, oh dang, this is different.
Well, of course, we got a new teammate that year,
Yes.
so lots of new faces. I remember coming in, and I was still hurt. I had just gotten back from a torn ACL, but I never had surgery from it, so I've elected to just do cartilage fixed, and so I was a little behind. Kind of getting to know Coach Lowe's system. I was on the sideline just dribbling the whole time. That's all I could do.
I do remember when Katrina came. Katrina was our exchange student from Australia, Katrina Hibbert, and I just remember when she came and she was playing and we were at practice and I was thinking, oh, she's good.
She's good.
She's real
She's
good.
real
You don't
good.
remember going to the airport and picking her up? Did I go to that?
I don't know who went. It was,
No,
somebody,
I didn't
because
go.
then we
I
went,
have pictures at the airport with her, so I think it was me and Mandy.
Maybe, yeah.
and then we went to Marshall's house, and
Yeah.
y'all all got to meet her. That's where y'all all met her.
One of the first things I remember when landing in Louisiana was being picked up from the airport by Anna Marshall and then being taken back to their house where the whole basketball team was waiting for me, which was great. It was really lovely to meet everyone. But I specifically remember sitting next to Marla Wright, and her peppering me with questions around, you know, how do we get to school? Do we ride on kangaroos? Do we have electricity? And then she said to me, can you say something to me in Australian? And I said, well, what would you like me to say, Marla? And she said, oh, you can say anything. I said, well, I'm speaking to you. You know, we speak English. And she's like, y'all speak English? And I was like, yes, Marla, we just have a bit of a different accent. So that was probably one of my very first memories of the group, but specifically of Marla and arriving in Louisiana.
We had so much fun together, just from Katrina coming over. I mean, Katrina was like the big thing, right? She's over from Australia. We couldn't understand her, poor thing. She couldn't understand us. We had a blast going over to Marshall and Ann's all the time.
Did you have any idea that we were going to be good?
Well, I was asked that question a lot, and I guess maybe not at the very beginning, but once we got into regular practice and what I saw during practice, I knew that the chance of having a really, really good team was there. I never said it, but it was.
You didn't say
Shocker.
it. She didn't say it.
I didn't say it, but I knew that it was going to be. I felt like it was going to be a really special season, which it was.
So one thing I really remember that was really cool was when we won the Livingston Parish tournament.
That was pretty intense.
I still have that jacket in my closet, but we got that white jacket, and I can remember a lot of moments from those games. Like when I shot the ball, like I can remember different times when I shot, which I didn't shoot that often. And I can remember walking away from that tournament thinking, wow, like this is really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Walker, right?
Yeah, it was at Walker.
Well, I was told that it was more important to win that tournament than it was the state tournament. Look, when I came here, they said
The Livingston Parish tournament is a big deal in this
Didn't
parish.
we played Holden.
Yeah, we played Holden
And then they
in
ended up
finals.
winning their state championship as well.
Same year. It was an intense game. I remember thinking that we were going to be good, or that it was going to be special at the McKinley tournament. Or we were either playing, I don't even know if it was a tournament or if we were playing McKinley. It was very
It
close.
was in the St. Martin's tournament.
It was
It was Bishop Sullivan at the time. We played McKinley
And we played
in the finals
McKinley.
of that tournament. They were good.
And that game was super close. And I specifically remember that game as being like, okay, if we can pull this out. Because at that point we didn't have any losses, and I don't really remember what our record was at that point, but it was getting closer to where we were getting ready to get into district and start getting into all that. And I'm like, if we can get this game, like, we're really good.
Sounded is when I thought, okay.
Your year, which was our very first game. So
They were strong.
Yes, and I think they had beat us really bad the year before, and she started us with them, and I'm like, that's gonna be our first game with those people, and
we played some tough people. LaRondre that year, we played a couple of times, and they won state that year. They were very good. I mean, my concern that year as a coach was that if we go into the playoffs undefeated, I didn't like going into playoffs undefeated. So what I tried to do as a coach was I tried to find the toughest teams I could. You know, we even went
You
on.
did that to us on purpose?
Yeah, I did that on I even took, remember y'all, we went up to Pineville to the Hall of Fame game and,
Yes.
played Grant, who I knew was really good. And I was trying to get y'all beat.
Well, that's news.
Thanks.
News to us. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
As a coach, I've always found that if you're a really good team, once you lose, that just makes you hungrier and it ignites you. So I really didn't want to take us into the playoffs as a team undefeated unless we had played everybody, and we did. We played everybody I could think of or get to play. So, that was my deal, is I was wanting to test you every way I could.
And I remember practicing, you would have us practice against the boys team,
Yeah.
the high school boys team. You would have us practice against them, the freshmen or whoever, not necessarily the varsity team, but I feel like it was the
freshmen.
It was the freshmen in JV, and we would practice against them, and just to give us more
I
competition.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
I still run into them today and they complain about it.
about having to play.
That it was embarrassing.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, I realized early on that we had a chance to do really well. I mean, really good, you know, because, I mean, the chemistry was there, which is the main, in with basketball is the main. The talent was there, you know, so it was just a matter of making sure that it all continued to go in the right direction.
On that chemistry level, like bringing in a new coach and a new player, and Katrina Hibbert, and then we all just kind of, there was a lot of gelling and meshing.
Yeah.
The friendships kind of grew, and lots of giggling, lots of laughing, lots of, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember any arguments. I don't remember any. I'm not
Right,
saying
I mean,
that
I
happened,
blocked them
but
out.
I don't ever remember us having any major
I don't think
fights on the team. I think we generally did get along.
I just remember it was always so much fun, y'all. It was so much fun playing. It never seemed like hard work. Like, truly was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I'm not saying girls don't have their little spats, but no, nothing that ever affected us on the court,
Right.
that's for sure. You know, I mean, everybody was willing to give and take whenever they needed to.
I think it helped too that previous year we had gotten so close. We were so close to getting to state, and we all had that same common goal. Like, we wanted to get to state. We wanted to know what that felt like, because the program at Denham Springs High School, the girls basketball program, was a strong program.
Yeah,
and it
it
had
was.
been for years,
Oh, it
many
had.
years. Like,
Yeah.
from Miss Hammock, Coach Leader, like all of that. The program
Right.
had a strong showing in the state, and I felt like, I don't know, just thinking about the girls who had played before us, growing up in Denham Springs, knowing the girls who had played before us,
And you knew who they were.
and you knew who they were around
Go
town,
to
and
bitty ball camps with them.
yes, and they would hold basketball, and like you wanted to be at that level. You wanted, I don't know, you just wanted to be that representation for the school, the same way they were.
Hello, I'm Mandy Storr. I was number 23 and the point guard on the state championship team 25 years ago. And I just wanted to give some of my favorite memories. The first thing I remember most is the deep camaraderie. I would say it was more than a camaraderie. It was a true friendship, and everybody encouraged each other. There was not so much competition. Like, we really knew each other's strengths and we played to them, and everybody supported everybody, and it extended past the team. It went into the whole town. I remember the spirit of the school and people from the town being so supportive during our whole journey.
Tonight I actually went through all of my scrapbook stuff and everything from that year that I kept, and I was actually reading a lot of the articles and things that we got from the high school staff, the community, just parents, school classmates, and it's amazing. The support we had that year was definitely something that I haven't seen really anywhere else.
Gosh, that year was just insane. So much fun. I think I remember more just how fun it was and all the shenanigans that we pulled, probably more off the court than on the court.
I'd have to say some of my main memories of that year were the chemistry between the girls all season long. They had something special, and I was very lucky to have witnessed it and be a part of that.
We had the ultimate dream team. From the best player in the state that year and the best player that I've ever had the privilege of coaching in Katrina, to our very own Pistol Pete. Yes, that would be BECCA Pistol McKeithen. That's what I called her. She was automatic from the three-point line. We were amazing. We had an amazing team. We were phenomenal in all facets of the game. From our inside game with Jamie and Julie, to our outside shooting, not only with Katrina and BECCA, but also Marla and Mandy, to our transition game, led by our amazing point guards that year, Mandy and Marla, and our defense. Yes, we had it all.
So let's talk about our playoffs. Do you remember the path that we went on the playoffs? Like what was first round, second round?
I don't remember the first round, I remember the second.
I don't know, I might have it in here, but my word is
Oh.
I went to Karen Grove for the
Karen
second
Grove
round,
was second,
and
third
after
was-
Central was here, this place was packed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that where they had a fight in the bleachers? I do remember that.
Of course you remember that. No, I don't remember that.
Wait, all
Oh,
I have is Southwood.
Who did we play first?
I don't know, but I remember Natchitoches Central.
Yeah,
I'll never
Natchitoches
forget it.
Central.
They were the big girls. And I'll never forget, I took a charge right down here, and that girl could jump so high, she kneed me right here in the throat.
They were very athletic.
And I had to leave the game for quite a little bit. I mean, she really knocked me out.
Okay, so we ended our regular season at 32-0. East Ascension was our first one.
What do I have? I don't have playoffs.
That's the
I don't remember the first one like that. I know we went to Karen Grove the second one. That was a tough game too.
yeah. It says here's a picture with Jamie.
Oh, it says Jacket Shake Karen Crow in fourth quarter.
That was
Our second
That was our
game.
second game.
All right,
had
so
to
we
go
must
to
have played
Karen
EA.
Grove.
Here it is, first round playoff results. We beat EA 52-35. You remember what I remember about EA? We were over there. EA. EA. Y'all remember that cheer? Do they still do that? I don't
I don't
remember that.
know that cheer.
Okay.
Was that game here or there?
It was here.
It was here. We had home.
Yeah, we had 2 out of 3 games, I think, here. So like first round, what was the score?
52-35.
So that wasn't a real close competition either, and second round wasn't, right?
Let's see.
The second round was tough. I mean, we might have pulled away at the end.
Oh, that was the grant for you.
Yeah, I was talking about Grant, which was
round 2.
That Karen Crow team had Sarah Ritchie.
Yeah, they were good.
We played at Karen Crow.
There's Marla.
Do you know what I remember about that game too? We played on the playground out in front of Karen Crow. Do y'all remember that? I have
Yes,
pictures of
I
us.
do
swinging
too.
up
I
there.
forgot too.
Talking about fun.
That was what I was just talking about.
And you also remember that Jana broke her arm in warm up?
Yes. Was that when she broke her arm?
Yes. It was,
That's when I broke in.
You broke her arm?
You tripped her?
I took her out.
I don't
didn't
remember
mean
how
to.
it happened.
We were going for she was going to lay up and I was going to rebound. I don't know what the heck happened, but I ran into her and she fell and broke her arm.
So my big memory is our first playoff game. We played a team called Karen Crow, and this is the story of how I broke my wrist. Not in the game, mind you, but in warm-ups. And poor Trisha Riche, she got the fall for this all these years. But Trisha, I'll take it. It was really my fault. So we were doing layups, and I guess I was just super excited. And I went a little bit too soon, and Trisha was rebounding the ball ahead of me and accidentally clipped my legs out from underneath me. And so I fell face first and caught myself and broke my wrist. So I missed that whole game. I was like laid out on the sidelines, about to pass out because I was such a weenie. Ended up going and getting this purple cast, which I still have. My dad has it. Everybody signed it. So the cool thing now is that I have this like signed cast with everybody from that team somewhere.
Let's see. We beat Karen Crow 42-34.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Apparently we were behind most of the game. Is your quote?
Is your quote? We were behind most of the game.
You're always concerned, but we managed to keep it close. And when you do that, you have a chance to win.
With headlines, Denham owns fourth quarter again.
Apparently.
I guess we were just the comeback kids.
That's what it says.
Apparently.
That's what it says.
Oh, it does say that.
Yeah, where is it? Hold on. There it is.
Comeback kids.
There it is.
Comeback kids.
All right, so we did EA, then we did
Karen Crow.
And do you know the third?
Natchitoches Central.
Which we had played them before somewhere along our.
What was the final score of that one?
We beat them pretty good.
She remembers
I
that.
remember that one.
I don't have that one for some.
Well, they were from up in my neck of the woods, so I kind of knew their
We
style
beat
of
them
ball, so
62-53.
They had a good team too. But I remember that game because I remember your daddy when I came down here. He told me, he said, "I want to see this place packed," and that game was packed.
That was when the cheerleaders used to put balloons up on the side of on the rails, and then the whole top and bottom were packed. This gym, do you remember we played the first game ever in this gym?
Yes.
It was a JV game.
Yes.
It's our sophomore year.
No, our freshman year. We were freshmen.
I thought it was sophomore.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because I'm the first person to ever score a basket in this gym.
I thought we were sophomores.
Oh, it was a girls,
No, the
freshman.
Y'all had played a year. We were still in 8th grade.
Okay, okay. So it was our freshman. Okay.
Yep, our freshman year. I can just remember the excitement after we won that game. It was just, I mean, I can remember standing over there, after we won. I mean, it was so packed, like you guys said, so much screaming, so much cheering. We were celebrating, and I can remember we were on that side of the court just, I mean, it was just amazing just to feel the energy, just knowing that we were going to state.
And always doing alma mater after the game.
Oh, always.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Especially because we had fallen short the year before.
And the fact that y'all threw a bucket of ice in the locker room afterwards, and I was scared death somebody's gonna slip down and break their leg.
Did you throw the bucket of ice?
Probably. And I would have been the one to flip.
So
Right,
I
the one to break
remember
down.
that when I walked in there, y'all dumped a bucket of ice, and I was like, oh my goodness, somebody's gonna break their leg now.
Do y'all remember being ranked in the USA Today, like nationally ranked?
No.
Yes.
19th in the nation.
Was it 19? Mm-hmm. This is probably one of y'all's best pictures ever.
See, they weren't as good as these guys here. They had us facing the sun, and so every one of our faces.
Look at Marlon even smiling.
About it. Everyone's smiling.
That
The hair's blowing in the wind.
And do you know the first and only thing I noticed about that picture?
What?
Is that I was told not to wear my undershirt so I would match everybody else.
And
I'm
you
not wearing
always
my
had an undershirt.
Always had an
And you
undershirt.
looked like you were mad about it.
But she said, come get you some.
I'm ready.
Perfect with not wearing it.
I mean, there's just so many fabulous things about this picture.
Good Mandy's face.
Mainly it's just fabulous because y'all are in it. But
Marla is ready. Bring it.
she's mad because she don't have that undershirt on.
Ready.
Ready. Okay, so that was the Sweet 16. So what do you remember, before we get to the game part, what do you remember about going to the tournament?
That we all traveled together in a bus and that we
Did.
stayed in hotel rooms, which
Stayed-
is a big deal when you're in high school.
Big deal.
And for girls athletics.
Yeah.
Bus, a big coach bus.
And a
drive with
fan
our
bus,
parents.
too.
Yeah, we had
And
a
we
fan
had a
bus.
fan bus,
A
yes.
lot of people. It was like 3,000 people at our game.
It was awesome. We were at Rapides Coliseum
They were talking
in
about
Alexandria.
it. They were telling me about 3,500 people that stayed around just to watch our game.
The state tournament was amazing. I mean, the fact that when you're that age, you get to travel with your best friends, you know, somewhere else in the state. It was this big thing. Everybody in the school was behind us. You know, we had posters made, people were sending flowers. I mean, it was a huge deal, not only for our school, but for the whole city of Denham. It's like everybody rallied behind girls basketball. There were so many people in the stands. I can just remember it being packed. People that didn't have kids on the team, that just loved basketball and loved all of us, came to support us. My little family made shirts. They painted Jana on their shirts, and I was just on the bench at that time. But you know, it didn't matter what your role was. When the tournament happened, we were all there together, and we all experienced that together, and it was amazing.
You know, I think you're right about Katrina's parents.
Yeah.
Because I remember thinking if we did not win,
They weren't going to be able to see the
they
game.
would have not have been able to see Katrina play.
I think it was the semi-finals, and we were down 13 points with 3 minutes to go. And I remember my parents had flown into Louisiana, which probably taken about 36 hours, you know, with flights and changeovers and delays, and finally making it to Louisiana and then having to drive the long drive up to Alexandria. And we were down, and they weren't going to be there for that game, but I think we were arriving for the next day for the grand final game, or the championship game. So I just remember us all going into a mad panic of, we have to win this game.
And their mother and daddy are probably in Ryan Airport right now, Katrina's mother and daddy. They're flying in from Melbourne today.
So they got to come back and win this one, because it'd been a heck of a wasted trip.
Right. They left it on a Wednesday night at 8:30, and then they're getting here Wednesday night at 8:30. That's a fast airplane, isn't it?
I just remember if we would not have won a certain game,
They weren't gonna
and we were trying to win so Katrina's parents could watch Katrina play.
We get to Rapides Coliseum. We are in the semifinal game. At this point, we are 35-0. Cha-ching. We've made it through all of that. We've made it to Sweet 16. We've got the shirt. I remember wanting a Sweet 16 shirt. I don't know why, but t-shirts are always great. We've got the we're there. We've got the whole town basically coming with us. Everybody was talking about coming. I mean, it was all the talk that we were actually going to stay and we were going to get there. Then John Ehret happens.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Brandon Craig and Tommy Chrysan with you from Rapides Parish Coliseum. Denham Springs will be the visiting team in this 5A semifinal game. We're underway. Semifinal action. Tip to shoot. Lady Jackets have the ball. Pass back to Hibbert under the goal. Lay it up and in. Lady Jackets lead 2-0. Gordon. She'll pass it inside to Beard. 10-foot jumper off the glass is good by LaTasha Beard. Pass to Kim Gordon. Inside to Beard. Lay it up and in for the Patriots. Caesar with a three-pointer. Good at the buzzer. 15 points. The Lady Jackets trail going to the fourth quarter. We're back after this 60-second pause on Lady Jacket basketball.
I just remember calling timeout because they were pulling away a little bit. And I remember Katrina saying, "That score's not right." And I said, "Yes, it is."
And we had never been down like that in the whole season. Not only had we not lost, but I don't think we had ever been down.
We hadn't been not that late in the game because apparently all these fourth quarter, like if you go back and look at these talking about us coming back in the fourth quarter, we weren't down by that.
It was like 2 or 3 points. We had never been down 15 points at all in the whole season.
I remember like Jamie had 4 fouls. I think me and Katrina at the time had like 3 apiece. And I remember you sitting us at the end of the third quarter just to make sure, whatever. And I remember sitting beside her and looking up at the fans and thinking, these people all came to watch us, and we're about to go home. And like, this is embarrassing.
Oh, you got me
too.
chills.
The score was so bad, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, okay.
But I can remember feeling defeated, and again, it's one of those weird moments where I could go to the Rapides Coliseum right now and tell you where I was standing when I remember thinking, what are we doing? Like, it felt almost out of control. Like, we were losing. It's just what Jamie said. We hadn't been losing by that many points. It's like Becca said, there's 3,500 people there, and it's almost like this out of control feeling, like, what are we doing? And I remember that feeling now of just, oh my goodness, like, how are we gonna come back from this?
And then when we played John Ehret in that semifinal game, we were 15 down, and there were 6 minutes and something left, and Coach Lowe came down the bench and said, "Hey, Jamie, you're going in." And I was like, "What? Me? You're putting me in? Like, I haven't been playing much this year. I broke my hand. Hey, Coach, do you remember?" There's no time for discussion. My mouth was dry. I couldn't even talk to her. I had cotton mouth. And so she told me, she said, "I want you, when you get the ball in the game, if you're open, I want you to shoot it." So I was like, number one, I'm going in the game, and I haven't been playing very much. Number two, you want me to shoot? And I just said, I just did this. And I went on in the game.
Hi, I'm Jackie Edwards. I was a sophomore forward. I remember during the semifinal game, during our comeback in the fourth quarter, in one of the timeouts, whenever we huddled up, Katrina ran to the huddle and asked, "Are they putting our points on the board?" So Coach Lowe asked Coach Tidwell to go check it out.
I can remember we were 15 points down, sitting on the bench, twirling my fingers, wishing I could get in. Coach finally called my name. Me and Jamie MISHAUX, we in and out, defense and offense. I can remember I got in, made a major rebound, went down and scored a layup, got fouled, got at the line. I got a 3-point play. We were very excited about that. Me and Jamie MISHAUX, we still were in and out, offense and defense. We were doing good. Then I can remember I got back in, and the girls were coming down, and I set myself up for a charge, and she charged at me, and I got at the line. I don't know if I made both free throws, but I was at the line. I know I would have made at least one. But then we got more excited. The points were going down and down and down.
I was embarrassing all these people here, but I also never really crossed my mind that, oh, we're fixing to lose. Like, I always kind of felt like we still, all right, we got to turn this on at some point. But and she was telling me about the tape. I had 4 fouls. Becca had 4 fouls. Katrina had 3 fouls.
And you got her 4th foul. Me and Katrina both got our 4th foul in the fourth quarter. And
so everybody was in serious foul trouble. But it's like, so Becca, we were fixing to go home. Like, it was do or die. Do what you have to do. And not that Coach Lowe hadn't coached all season, but when you go back and watch it now, you can tell when she turns it on, and we are all have the what is going on, and she timeout, calm down, play basketball, and everybody just calmed back down. And it wasn't calm, that's the wrong way to describe it, but
Control.
focus, put us
Control,
back into
focus,
control.
yeah.
Like Paul said, it was out of control, but just put us back into the controlled manner. And you could actually tell she started coaching in a way that she had not had to coach all year. And we started playing in a way, just like you're saying, with the in and
But
out.
y'all had the
subs.
trust to do it.
As we head to the fourth quarter with the Lady Jackets down by 15 points.
All of a sudden, we just hit a goal.
It was the
and didn't look
3-pointers.
back.
All of us
It
said
says a three-pointer by McKiffen and a layup off a turnover by Schutz pulled us within 50 to 44 with 4 minutes left.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but had you made 3-pointers the whole season?
I was more of a mid-range shooter.
No, seriously. Have you made any 3-pointers? And then you made like 4 and
Maybe just one.
Okay. It's like,
Another
You made
three-pointer by
one.
McKiffen.
it was like 3 or 4 in a row, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Bruce,
24
keep going."
pulled us within 51 to 47.
Yeah, I made a 3-pointer. I shot my
Yes,
first.
you did.
Yeah, I remember shooting a
And
3-pointer.
I think Mandy made one. I think we had 3.
No, Becca, you made 3 or 4. Yours were back to back.
Yeah.
And then we're back to back. It was 2 back then. You made yours, and then Katrina stole the ball, threw it to her, and then we were down by like 2 points with like 2 minutes to go.
3-pointer on the way from the right side. It's good by Becca McKiffen. Hits the 3. Jackets have cut it to 9. Steal by Hibbert. Pass to Schutz. A bucket by Denham Springs. Cut it to 6 points. Timeout, John Aaron. It's 50 to 44 with 4:09 to go. The Lady Jackets are back in the ball game. What a play by Hibbert and Schutz. What a inbound pass to Gordon. She'll get it to Clemens. There's a steal by Denham's Katrina Hibbert. Hibbert has the basketball. She'll shoot from 15 feet. It's good. The Jackets are within 2 points.
They kept walking over and over again, so we kept getting
Well,
turnovers.
we started
from that.
pressing. That was
Yeah.
Oh,
did
they
not
could
get
not
pressed.
handle that press. You could see when we started pressing them, they kept turning it over left and right. That coach was nervous. You could see the light went out of his eyes.
So that's where y'all are different because I mean, as a coach, I never thought we were too far down.
And I'm going to speak on that because that's when I saw the coach.
I was about to say the same thing.
When you started doing offense and defensive subbing, I was like, oh my gosh. At first I'm like, oh my gosh, she's lost her mind. She's got us here all this way and she's lost her mind because I'd never seen anybody do that in my years of I've never been in a position where people would sub offense and defense, and sure enough, you started subbing offense and
You should
defense.
put Danesha and Jamie in for offense,
Yeah.
defense, and then Jamie back in.
I remember
for-
Jamie went
for
off,
What are you
offense.
doing? Why are you taking me out?
I can't even run this much. I'm back and forth every play.
I said, sit down, you got 4 fouls, you can't foul.
Oh,
That's all you did. And you just went, oh.
okay.
And after that, you were fine.
But it was the back and forth, the offense and defense, and then slowly we're chipping away, and the offense would come in, and y'all would make those threes, and then we'd go back and forth, and it was just like, oh
And
my gosh, this is
it also
working.
stopped the game and it also lengthened the game so
Yeah.
that you had time to catch up. So, but
But-
yeah, I never doubted that we couldn't come back. I never did.
It passed the ball to me and I was open, so I shot and I missed. So that was okay though. Coach told me that's good. You did what you were supposed to because when I shot, the defense then had to guard me. And so when they guarded me, they could no longer double team Katrina, and we were able to get Katrina the ball and she was able to score. So Coach Lowe subbed me in, and then she subbed DANESHA in to play defense. So it was in and out and in and out. We couldn't keep up with who was on the court. The other team surely couldn't keep up with who was on the court.
Don't you think it's so cool how like Danesha got a basket in the comeback, and you got a basket in the comeback, and Marla shot a 3 that's never
It was
happened all
everybody.
season.
It was everybody.
Everybody
And then-
participated.
yeah, everybody
and
was-
was necessary in it. That's what I think is so cool about it. It wasn't
Yeah.
just one person who shot that last winning basket. There is no answer to that question because
One person wasn't
everybody,
gonna be
exactly, everybody contributed to that comeback.
And here comes the shot by Schutz. It is up. It's no good. Rebound, John Aaron. 4 seconds. They need a 3-pointer. Gordon will dribble and shoot from half court in. No good. Denham Springs win. 62 to 59. The Lady Jackets will play for a state championship on Friday night. What an unbelievable, amazing comeback win by the Denham Springs Lady Jackets, down 15 points with 5:34 to go. They win 62 to 59. What a ball game. What a ball game.
Is that the greatest comeback you've ever been a part of?
I can't say it's one of them. It has to be. I'll have to think about it in a minute. But yeah, it's a very crucial comeback. Let me tell you, in the Sweet 16, yes, that's the best one.
I don't know about y'all, but people still talk to me about that game. They don't even talk about the championship.
No, they said it's the best comeback they've ever seen in that tournament.
But that semifinal game is very much still talked about. Anybody who was in this community during that time and followed us through that season, I mean, you'll see people and people will ask, do you still talk to your teammates or whatever? And then as soon as they start talking about it, they go, man, that semifinal game where y'all had that comeback, that comeback was, they don't even talk about, they couldn't even tell you what happened in the championship game.
I can't really either, but
we were down in it too.
Yes.
We were down, we were behind in it too.
And somehow we managed to claw back a 13-point deficit to win within that 3 minutes to get ahead and win to go into that championship game, which was a relief because Mum and Dad had, you know, obviously just landed and flown that distance to see us in the championship game. So I was very happy when that happened and very relieved, and I know that they appreciated us making it to the championship game.
Have y'all watched the video recently?
I have not.
It's so fun to watch because we're getting so excited for each other.
The video of the game?
When each other makes the video that they made for us.
Oh, yeah.
We just get so excited. We have to consciously stop and start playing basketball again because Becca will make something. We're so excited for Becca, and then Marla makes it. We're all like, oh, basketball.
We gotta go.
Everybody's truly so excited for everybody.
That video, with my favorite part of the whole thing is when we knew when you got a rebound and you got fouled to seal the game, and you picked me up and spun me around. All you can see is my big leg brace flying around. I'm like, she's so strong. She was so adrenaline up.
She's so strong.
But that part gives me the chills every time I watch it.
One of the things he wrote in here, he said, I wish to congratulate you on playing one of the most inspiring games that I've ever witnessed. This is when we had won against John Ehret, and he said, it was truly a pleasure letting everyone know where Denham Springs and Livingston Parish were located. Your desire, dedication, determination, and will to win served as valuable reminders to all who witnessed this game about life. It takes little talent or ability to quit when the going is tough, but rather tremendous character to finish the fight. You people served this reminder well, and a better lesson in life will never be more valuable. I wish you luck tonight as you play for the state championship. But to those who know and have followed you all year, you are already champions. I have one request tonight: fight from the beginning to the finish. Those of us who sit in the stands cannot take much more excitement.
So now we're at 36-0, and we're headed to Southwood.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So Southwood
has won it for the last.
Southwood
hadn't been defeated since 1994.
Right. So Southwood had been to the finals 3-4 years in a row.
Southwood has dominated girls basketball in the state top class for the last 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were dealing with
Top notch. I was told there's no way we could beat. I mean, I didn't tell y'all that because that's not what I believe, but that's what the people kept saying, guys, and there's no way that y'all can be able to beat Southwood. People, I really don't think that didn't watch us all year, that maybe just saw us in the tournament, didn't maybe see the true team that I knew we had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they saw us struggle against John Ehret, and then they left before we won. And so you take that and you go against a team like Southwood that's been dominant for all those years, and yeah, that's probably what you would think.
What did we do?
We stayed. We just stayed.
We went and played. We practiced somewhere.
Yeah,
We
practiced.
We practiced.
We found like we practiced in high school.
Yeah, I think was it maybe Peabody or
That was Peabody.
That sounds right.
That's where
coached. Yeah, so we went and then we did. That's where the host had the deer and all the heads.
Yes,
on.
yes.
They had a gorgeous house.
I remember the heads on that too. I have pictures of all that too.
Yeah, and they really treated us well.
They did.
They fed us, you know. And I think we even went back and watched some games.
So we go on to play Southwood, which, as mentioned, they were amazing and have been and well known in the state. We were doubted again on that one. And I really don't remember much about the Southwood game. I don't know,
I know we
because
won by 4.
We don't talk about it
40.
much. I do
That was
remember the
it,
final,
yeah.
44-40, but we don't talk about it much.
Because it was,
because it was a real slow, compared to the John Eric game, it was a real slow, wasn't a whole, wasn't like everything was deliberate and, like you got the technical, that was probably the most exciting.
What did you do?
And that was right before halftime.
Yeah, all I remember is I think I got angry at a call and I threw the ball at the ref and he gave me a technical.
Oh, I do remember
And
this.
Coach Lowe told me I needed to go apologize, so I went over there and said I'm sorry. And he goes, oh, that's just the way the game's played. But a lot of people say, and I don't know if this is fact, a lot of people say because we were complaining about the refs and the calling, and they said that the ref calling changed after that.
After you apologized or after the technical?
I did take one for the team. That's all. But I wasn't the technical kind of player.
No, but we were behind at halftime.
and then you were fouled with 31 seconds.
Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was fouled in a nervous wreck, and I believe if I am correct, I do not think I shot the ball the entire game. So I always said that my final game as a senior, I was 100% because I shot the last few free throws. But I can remember we were only up by 2 with 31 seconds. So I can remember standing there, and I can remember looking over at you, and you did this. You just did this. And when I made it, I can remember Jamie, I don't know why, you running over, like, quickly giving me high fives or something, and came back. And then I made it again, and it was just like,
So you made
we were up by 4.
Right there.
We were up by 4.
So we win, we come back home, and what do you remember about when we came back home?
It feels like we partied for a year after that. Every time.
Ate a lot.
They had something for us
We had the
weekend.
fire truck.
Well, no, that was the main thing. When we got off the Denham Springs exit, it was lined with fire trucks
Yes.
and cop cars and all these emergency vehicles, and they gave us a escort to the high school.
And then we got off the bus, everybody was there.
parents were there.
That was late at night too.
It was midnight, I think.
Yeah,
It was
because
very
y'all,
late. It was
but
late.
I didn't come back on the bus, so I missed all that.
Maybe I was with you because I don't remember.
No,
I might have been asleep.
I stayed up there because that's where my family was from. So, but yeah, y'all talked about that. But I also even before we went, they had all the signs on the businesses had good luck and they had
Before we left.
Yeah, they had all of that.
And Fox had a big thing at North Park for us.
We had the thing at North Park.
We
We
had
had
the
the
balls.
parade, didn't we? Didn't we get to do a parade? We should have had a parade.
Well, I know we had all the signs made.
I remember we
about
had a
our
dinner.
championship, like just permanent signs on the street.
Yes, we had the
We
street
had our
We had the
high state
dinner.
champions.
Because
Are they still there?
the mayor gave us the city.
A key to the
city.
city. We got a key to the city.
It was great. We were like celebrities in town for a few weeks. Everybody wanted to take us out to eat, and eat we did. We were celebrated. It was just an awesome year.
Oh, I have mine from Governor Mike Foster.
And that might be in here next. But like you said, it was constant. It was like every day we had some event we had to go to where somebody wanted to recognize us in the city. And this is from the mayor, where they wanted to recognize us and celebrate us. And it was, I mean,
They were very proud.
very proud. And it was a super big honor just to represent the city of Denham Springs.
As the only girls basketball team to win state.
Yeah.
To date. To date.
Well, what you don't understand is to go 37-0, go undefeated is really an accomplishment. I mean, that's hard to do.
Y'all know we're in a book, that there's an actual book about us?
You got it.
Yeah, do
I think you got it for us.
I have the book.
Book about what?
It's Perfect Seasons in sports.
Really?
Yes. I remember this, the Perfect Seasons.
It's called Perfect Seasons.
Because I found it and then I ordered everybody one, didn't I?
From Shreveport or something.
It's important to really recognize the community support and fans that we did have. We all had a very strong parental support. Our parents came to every game, and we had a lot of fans that came to every game, home and away. And I think that just, really showed that the community did rally around us and love us, whether it was the administration here at the school or someone that lived down the street that didn't know any of us. We definitely felt that love and support throughout the entire season. And the fan base definitely grew, but we did have some fans that were there from the beginning. And really, it wouldn't have been the same season if we didn't have that support.
The students too, because
Yeah.
I don't know really good about students, but I don't know how the student sections are now. But our student section was always packed. People, I mean, they were always
Face
there.
painted.
I mean,
They were fun to watch, though. It was fun.
I say that y'all were a reason for that. I mean, like you said, there were some at the parents were all there at the beginning, but you brought those people on board as the season went on. People enjoyed watching. I remember I overheard one guy that was at the parish tournament, and I heard him say there'd been a game before that he didn't like a call or something. He said, "I'd have got kicked out, but I want to see this girls' game." I mean, that was how everybody. He wasn't for either team. He just wanted to watch the game. But that season probably wouldn't be talked about near like it is had it not been for that John Aaron game. People don't understand that a game like that makes everything memorable.
Yes.
You might remember these other games, but that one it's just the one.
Way to go, girls. It's fun to look back and think about these times. But just even as a manager, the team always included me and the other managers, and even the celebrations that we were right there with them. And it was really heartfelt to know that we were a team, and they included every single one of us. And even though we were wrapping their ankles or keeping their stats or even just videoing the game, they were definitely right there to support us, and we were there to support them any way we possibly could.
This was a special team to be a part of, and I don't believe there'll ever be another team like it.
3 things that I enjoyed about being a manager of Denham Springs High School 1996 state champions was I enjoyed all the traveling, I enjoyed all the fun, and most of all, I enjoyed all the girls.
We had an amazing group of girls on that team, on and off the court. I was so lucky to take that journey with them. Also, the song "You Shook Me All Night Long" will always be a memory in my heart. That was a song that we ran out to at the beginning of home basketball games. It's not a time that goes by when I hear that song that the memories don't flood back in.
Being so proud of the girls. They worked hard, they deserved it, and to be such a small part of that team, I was able to hold my head up high for the first time, I think, in high school. But being able to hold my head up high because I knew them. I was with them during their proudest moments, and it's something I'll never forget.
The thing that I remember most about our record that year is not 37-0, it's 87-0. Our 3 teams that year, freshman team, JV team, varsity team, went 87-0. That was a lot of games. They were persistent, courageous, passionate, and their love for the sport of basketball was unmatched.
it's the feeling that has stayed with me, that I can always pull back of how that excitement felt, and the bond that we all have with each other that we'll have forever. And you know, those of us on the team, but then with our parents and with everybody that was in school with us and the whole town. I mean, that's why there's even this video that's happening, because it was just such a huge deal to us. That year will forever be, you know, a huge moment in my life, and the bond that we have together and the things that we learned, it can never be replaced. I love those girls, and I'm so thankful to be a part of this.
I can't remember if this was after we won, but we got purple and gold mouth guards made, so it was just a whole town that wrapped around us, and it really just showed how golden Denham Springs is, and just that even making this piece, it's still so special. The people, I'm in Shreveport now, so I don't get to see the people that I spent so many of those cherished years with as much as I love to, but all the memories, when I look back, it's just the fondest memories, and I'm so thankful for those times, and I'm so thankful for those memories, because it really did define part of me as a person, and I'll cherish it forever.
And then I found this letter from the Lady Jackets Championship Celebration Committee. It says, the Denham Springs community is very proud of the Denham Springs High School Lady Jackets for winning the girls basketball 5A state championship. We know that this championship did not come easy, but was the product of many long hours of practice, training, hurting, crying, and dedication. I was trying to think about what I would even say in a video like this, and that's exactly what I want to say to all of my teammates from that year. That definitely describes it. Long hours of practice, training, hurting, crying, and dedication. We had team members who were hurting. Jana broke her arm, and other team members who were injured, and we all worked hard and supported each other through an amazing year that year. And it's been so exciting. I'm crazy to think I'm 40 years old, and it was that long ago, but what an amazing year. And I'm thankful for the opportunity that I had to be a part of that team, and to have a wonderful coach, and to be around all of my amazing teammates. Thank you.
Now, there's two things that I value very dearly from my playing career. One of those was when I represented Australia at the Commonwealth Games, where we won a gold medal. The other was the championship winning ball that we were all presented with, that I have on display in my house. So I've got my gold medal, and right beside it is the ball that we were presented with after winning the championship. So that is what I hold dear. It was a great year. It was a memorable year, and I often say it was one of the best years of my life, was going to Denham Springs, Louisiana, and playing high school, and going to high school and having that experience in America. I'll always hold very dear to my heart, mostly just the community and the friends and family that I established while I was there. So I was very lucky and very blessed that we had such a wonderful season, and a really great group of girls that we played with, and some great memories.
MISHAUX is going to go to the line. She's a 5'11", 5'10" junior, and she'll shoot one. MISHAUX will shoot one. No Denham players in the lane. Here comes the shot by MISHAUX. It is up. It's no good. Rebound, John Harris. 4 seconds. They need a three-pointer. Gordon will dribble and shoot from half court. It's no good. Denham Springs wins 62-59. The Lady Jackets will play for a state championship on Friday night.